was hoping you were going to ask me this question. I listened to this on some of your previous podcast episodes, and I was like, I hope she asks me this one because I have a good one.
Perfect.
So we have we have this group of pigs that we call the North Carolina Boys, and they are a group of eight giant Yorkshire pigs. And if you don't know pigs, it means like the giant pink pigs, the big production pigs. And these boys, they weigh anywhere from, I think the smallest one is 750, but the biggest one is like 980. And these boys were survivors of Hurricane Florence. So in 2018, there was a hurricane that ripped through the Carolinas. And the way that pig producers deal with that is they don't evacuate anybody. They lock the doors
Mm,
and they leave the animals trapped in the buildings. And the concept is these animals are property and they are covered by insurance. So it doesn't make sense for them to try to evacuate them. They
yeah.
just let them drown and then they claim them on insurance for what their body is worth, for what they would be valued at the market. So during that storm, the floodwaters were so incredible that it ripped through buildings and blasted out the other side. And
Mhm.
so North Carolina was littered with giant pink pigs
Wow.
after the hurricane. And there were 11 of them that came here to this property. And this was before we took over here in Tennessee, but there were originally 11 of them that came here, and we still have 8 of them today. They're massive boys, and they are gentle, and they're friendly, and they stand very politely for their sunscreen on their ears, and they get their anti-inflammatories in the morning, and their laser therapy, and their hoof trims, and they're living this pampered pig lifestyle here
Totally.
in these enormous bodies after not only having survived being born into animal agriculture, but then being locked in a building during an enormous hurricane and being released into the wild where any number of person could have picked them up and killed them and
Yeah.
eaten them. They
Yeah.
ended up in a sanctuary.